Some plants feel ornamental, but ferns feel ancient. Long before flowers, before bees, before humans, there were forests of ferns, and their ancestors existed over 300 million years ago. So that's older than the dinosaurs themselves. And somehow they still grow here quietly beneath our feet. And in folklore, the fern patches were believed to be places where the veil between worlds grew thin. People said fairies sheltered beneath them, spirits moved through them, and strange things happened in deep fern-covered woods at twilight. But one of the strangest legends that came from the fact that ferns never actually flower. Yet there's old myths claiming that on certain nights of the year, especially midsummer, a single magical fern bloom would appear, only for a moment. And whoever found it was said to gain hidden knowledge, luck, or the ability to see what others cannot. A flower from a plant that never flowered. But even their shape feels almost unreal. You see those curled young shoots. Those are called fiddleheads. And they unfurl in logarithmic spirals similar to galaxies, hurricanes, shells, and Fibonacci-associated growth patterns found throughout nature. That spiral represents unfolding, emergence, and hidden knowledge revealing itself gradually. Which is probably why mystical traditions became so fascinated with them. The fronds themselves repeat the same pattern over and over, small shapes mirroring the larger whole. This is a living fractal. Even the way ferns reproduce feels hidden. They don't grow from flowers or visible seeds, but from tiny spores released almost invisibly into the air. Which may be why they became associated with hidden wisdom, protection, and the quiet forces of the forest. They're not loud plants, but they're not delicate ones either. They're survivors. Because while entire worlds disappeared around them, the ferns remain. So the shadiest part in my garden right now, in the front, is going to be underneath this red cedar, which is really painful, by the way, if you ever touched one of those. And hidden behind the bishop's lace. I'm hoping it's not going to get too much sun here. If I think it does, I'm going to move her. But my angle it so the fronds are like waving at everybody that passes by. Thanks for joining me plant my fern. Next time, I'm going to be planting what seems to be completely mundane and boring, my tomato. Do you know how weird tomatoes are? They're really weird. We'll talk about that next time. See you guys.